welcome back. My name is Emily. I am so happy that you decided to stop by today. In this video I will be sharing 2 cards using one of the new stamps from Trinity Stamps. This beautiful pumpkin swirl or wreath or whatever we're gonna call it is called Harvest Blessings, and it's one of those I think must-have stamps from this release. I think it's super gorgeous, and you can create a variety of cards, and I will share how you can create a 1-layer card and also how you can use the dies to get a different look for your project. So while I was talking here, you can see I stamped out my image twice. I just rotated my panel in the MISTI and then stamped it once more. You can also see that I picked out a lot of Copic markers. That is my preferred medium to use. I think it goes on really quickly and I have a good amount of control when I'm coloring in. You can see I blended from darkest to lightest, and I used a couple of E markers to create that sort of brown and orange pumpkin. And for my flowers here, I went with a teal and green combination. And then I thought my panel looked a little bit too stark white, so I went in with a really pale teal ink and used the blending brushes from Trinity. And I just love how that toned down the stark white paper in the background and made my stamping stand out a lot more. I also went in excuse me. I also went in with a really light minty green color, and then I decided to heat emboss a sentiment. And in this set there is a sentiment that says I believe it says Harvest Blessings. I will read it here in a second. And I coated that in gold embossing powder, and I will heat set it off camera. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off here. And I will then go in and stamp it once more just to have a perfect impression. I laid it all down in my MISTI once more, and then I closed my lid and inked it up again. And you can see it really gives this raised image, and I think that is really beautiful. I cut it out, you can see that, and then I cut a second stamp out with the coordinating dies, and I will keep that quite white. I will just ink up a portion of my background here in different shades of yellow and orange and green and teal, just to combine with the first set that we did, or the first card that we did. I wanted these to sort of tie into each other, so if you will give these away they could look nice together. So that was my thought with that. And also I really like this color combination for fall cards. I think it's soft and beautiful. You can see I'm leaving a little bit of a halo in the middle, and I think that also sort of brings this card together. And now I will go in and stamp my sentiment once more. And for this one I kept it simple and just inked it up with some black ink. And I inked it up twice just to get a good impression. Then I will clean my stamp and remove it and put it back in my stamp set. And now it's time for another fun twist on this card. You can see it looks nice as it is, but I decided to go ahead and cut it out of some gold paper. But before I do that, I just cut everything to be slightly smaller, and then I will adhere my sentiment all together. And I cut these a couple of times just to have a raised sentiment. I love the stacked look on your cards. They nearly look like chipboard pieces. And here's a thought that I have just to create a frame, but I actually ended up not using my frame for any of my cards. But when I did it, as I said, I cut this out of the same die out of some gold mirror cardstock, and I will just lay it behind my image. And I used Trinity's glue to have everything in place. And as you can see, I slightly offset it so the gold will peek out on a couple of places. and I think that sort of gives this card a more finished look. And I took my time and fiddled around with all of those small double-sided foam tapes and got them adhered to the back and then pressed it down. You can see here I wanted my image to fit nicely on top of my card base there. So this card base, or first card, it goes edge to edge with my card base, and the other had a slight white shadow, and I think that looks nice as well. So it depends on what type of card you are creating. I'm still trying to work that framing. I really like that idea, but it wasn't happening for this card. I will save it though, and maybe you will see it in a future project. To finish this off, I will embellish my card with some of the alabaster tricklets. Is it called tricklets? I don't have it in front of me, but I want to say that it's called that. I will of course have all of the products that I used in this video listed down below if you're interested in checking them out. And I also want to take a second and say thank you so much for watching this video and always being so supportive and commenting and liking videos. It really means a lot, so I just wanted to say thank you. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!